Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate it. So today I am just switching up the wall decor in my dining room. Right here you see Fred and I, we are actually rehanging that mirror that was above the sideboard. We're putting it on the blank wall that is like right across from my bay window, because I wanted that so that the sunlight would be reflected off of the mirror, and really just to make the room look bigger than what it is. So whew, Lord help us Jesus. You see Fred, and he's making sure that the mirror is level, right? Well, now the mirror is gone, and if you notice, Fred is actually nailing further left from where the mirror was hanging. That's because I asked him to move it so it will be more in line with the bay window. And I did not film that part, y'all, because whew, it wasn't tense, but I just felt bad, and because he had went and did all that work of measuring everything to put it up to start with, and then I asked him to move it. So he didn't say anything or give me any kind of reason to feel like it was a tense moment, but it was just tense for me because it was just tense for me. All right, moving right along. If you watched my last video where I did the refresh or the makeover in my guest bathroom, you saw where I had did this process to cover up some holes that were in the wall. So I'll go ahead and link that video on the screen and also down in the description box below, so you can see the complete DIY process that I go through for patching up holes on the wall. So yeah, I've already used the spackle and the putty knife and just put that on and smooth it out. The putty that I use, it's pink when it goes on, and when it's white, you know it's completely dry. So here I'm just sanding around that spackle that I put on, just making sure that it's even with the wall before I paint. So it's even, but as you can see, I need to wipe down the space so that I don't get any of that debris or leftover dust from the sanding. It doesn't mix in with the paint. The paint will go on smooth. And here is some of the finishes from where I sanded, and some of the particles just fell onto that, what do we call that, the chair rail, I guess is what we call it. But yeah, I'm vacuuming that up, and then I'm going to stir up this paint. It's Divine White is the color, and it's by Sherwin-Williams. This is the paint that came with my home. It's the same paint that I used in the last video, but it's the paint that is the color of my wall. So I didn't have to purchase any paint, and I already had this paint roller and this brush already on, so already at my house, so we're just gonna go ahead and use that while the paint is drying. Y'all, look at these frames. I got these from Michael's. I got a total of 6 of them. They were having a sale, buy one get 2 free. Okay, and these prints I downloaded from Etsy. If I can find the link, I'll link that down below too. But it was just, I downloaded these prints and then I printed them off at Walgreens. Okay, check out the back of this frame. Maybe I ain't bought frames in a minute, but I have never ever seen where the hooks slide out and pop up. That was just super cool to me, especially with those long nails that I have on, because I let them grow a little extra length because it was coming up time for my nephew's high school graduation, and I just wanted to zhuzh up my nails just a little bit. All right. So as you see, this is a 16 by 20 frame with a cutout of 8 by 10. So and the prints that I printed, y'all, I got them in a size 11 by 14, which is a poster size. So I'm just eyeballing it right here as to how I think the print is gonna go into the frame, and just have it even, the mat space even around it. But you about to see. Oh yeah, I just had to show this because I really like these hooks on the back of the frames. It's the little things, y'all. It don't take much to make me happy, I promise you. But yeah, so I got that all secure, and when I flip it over, it looks straight or even, but if you look closely, there's more space at the top than there is at the bottom. So I just got out the tape measure and just did some math and just went ahead and got it done. So since my print is 11 inches tall, then I just, did the math. And I marked it off right here, y'all. So yeah, And now I'm going to go ahead and tape it back on inside the little dots where I have it marked off, and this would be a perfect fit. So if you're looking to do a gallery wall and use some prints or a frame that's a little bigger, then that's a great tip. Just go ahead and measure it out, and then you'll have a perfect fit. So here is how the prints turned out in the frames. I am very well pleased with the look of it so far. So now it's time to go ahead and measure out the wall. Yeah, I think I kind of was doing a lot. I don't know. But first, wait a minute. The first thing I did was I measured the spaces in between the frames on the wall, because y'all, some of these houses, these builders, if you think it's even, it's not even. I've learned that the hard way. Oh, getting it on a little bit. Go ahead, Nisha. Okay, so now I'm going back. The spaces between the frames, they were the same size, and then the frames were also the same size as well. So kudos to the builder for getting that done on that part. But look at my paper towel and how I had wrote down all my measurements, subtract, divide, add. You know what I'm saying? I was getting it done. So now I'm just going to mark off everything on the wall where I had divided, how much space I need in between the frames, how much space I need from the bottom of the wall to the top of the wall, so that the frames would be evenly centered onto the wall. Y'all, this was not an easy feat. L Boogie came over and she was like, you better than me, because I would have just hung it up there. And if my wall hadn't been so big, I would have done that, y'all. But I really just wanted it to look luxe and just to look, you know, to zhuzh it up a little bit to make it look fancy. Okay. Why, oh, why did I think this right here was a good idea? Whew. All right. Take a deep breath, Nitra. So these are the command strips that I love, the Velcro command strips. And in my mind, I thought I was going to do like Fred did for me once upon a time. And that was just to cut the Velcro strips into thinner strips and affix them to the back of the frame. And then take that and put it on the wall. Right? In my mind, this was a great idea. The execution of it, all right. See, already, if I had to do that right there, look, Lord help me. You know, experience is a teacher, right? Experience is definitely a teacher. So I went ahead and I cut up that Velcro command strip into fourths, put each fourth on 2 different spaces, well, 4 different spaces, 2 on each side. And here I am getting ready to hang the frame. Lining it up. There it is. Pressing it in. Grabbing my lever. Checking to see if it's level. Moving it around just a little bit. And yeah, still messing with it. Trying to get it even. Oh, look at it. Lever fell down. That was sign number 2, y'all. Nitra, just let it go. Just let it go. But you know what? I'm going to keep trying, because I was like, I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Lever fell again. All right. Sign number 3. How many signs does Nitra need? Oh, my goodness. Whew. So as I went to look at the frame, there it goes. It fell again. Did y'all see that? The frame did not stay up, y'all. So I went to another strategy, another technique that I've seen a girl on YouTube do. So what she does is she actually takes a dab of toothpaste, puts it on the hinge of the back of a frame, and then presses it against the wall, uses the leveler, and moves the frame a little bit until it is level. Now, once I take the frame down, there will be that little spot of toothpaste there. If you saw my last video, you saw that these, and thank you, Shauna LaKel, you told me that these are called monkey hooks. So L Boogie gave me some monkey hooks to use, and I love these because you just push them in the wall, and then you keep pushing them in, and that curve makes the monkey hook stand up on the inside of the drywall, and then it's just a little hook that hangs out. Really good for hanging artwork and causing minimal damage to a wall. Now, of course, you still need to check for a stud, because this is not going to work if there's a stud there. So it's like its own anchor. All right, here I go. Whew, thank you, Jesus. Yes, yes, yes. All right, checking with the leveler. And El Boogie was there this time. She's like, why don't you use my leveler? It's cuter. So there's her lime green transparent leveler, and it looks good. So there we go. All righty. All done. 6 frames. Here we go. I love it. I love how this looks. So if you read the book, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, you know that one thing is like a domino effect. After I judged up that wall, I wanted to switch out the sideboard decor. So I took those pieces off, and I'm using my Mrs. Meyer's in the lavender scent to go ahead and wipe down the sideboard. And I'm also going to clean out the space up under the tabletop of the sideboard where I have those dishes sitting. I'm just going to wipe that out to get any dust out of there as well. And then I'm going to go through and look for some some vases to put onto the sideboard top. How many vases can a girl have? Don't judge me. And even after all that, I thought about in my entryway where I had these 2 vases. I got these from Ross a couple years ago, and those stems already in them. And I was like, that would be perfect for the space. So I'm just going to arrange them, play with them for a minute just so I can get the look that I'm looking for. And then I'm going to go ahead and keep decorating because there is a centerpiece or something that I want to put in the middle of the sideboard as well for balance. But I really like these vases because they are white and they just stand out against that paint, and they really tie in with the matte color of the frames. So I really like that. Now these stems, y'all, they were like they were giving me a time because from a distance I don't know if they stood out well enough against the wall and against the pictures. It seemed like they were too thin, or they weren't just giving a substance, but it was what I had, so I went with it. And in the middle I tried to put this tray right here, but the tray seemed like it was missing something. It wasn't balancing out to me. So then I thought about it, after messing with the stems again. Just, I don't know what I was trying to do. But I've got this vase because it was white, and I said, well, I'm going to see if I like it. Yeah, no, I didn't like it, and I didn't even like the tray there. So you just try different things, and I thought about it. I was like, aha, let me take out some of these dishes from right there off the sideboard. So I used this oversized serving tray and then a smaller one to go in the inside of it. And if you look back there, I even added a vase that I got from Anthropologie. So here is the whole overall look, y'all. I am well pleased with it. It just turned out so good, and it's giving what I want it to give. I was telling Fred I just wanted to put something different on this wall, and I thought about making it a gallery wall of our family, but I already have a wall with that on it, and I didn't really want to take away from that because I really like that space, and I'll link the video for that up on the screen as well. But y'all, Etsy. Okay, and it's 3 prints. I printed them twice, and I just changed the position of the print. So it's the same 3 prints twice. I just turned them upside down in different spaces. So how cool is that? Very minimal spending, low budget redo for the for the gallery wall. But y'all, I completely love it. Let me know down in the comments what you think. I am low-key thinking about changing out those stems, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do a home updates video. But that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.